Hi, it's Teacher Melissa, and I wanted to give you a little video today about something I've tried out with a student of mine recently that worked really well. As you know, I often use my students as guinea pigs for ideas that I have, and I try them out, see what works, and anything that works good, I bring it here to you to share what I've learned. So for this particular student, I'll pull up a snippet in just a minute, but for this particular student, she is a level 3, almost to level 4, but she's very advanced. And I've asked the learning partner multiple times to move her up. Mom does not want to move her up. Mom wants her to go through all of the lessons and get lots of conversation practice with me. And I have this student 2 to 3 times every single week. So there's not a whole lot of extension we can talk about her life. I know everything about this kid. So I try to find extension in other places within the lesson. And this is something that I did recently on the spelling slide. So I'm going to pop the slide up here. And you can see that we are working on specific spelling words. Now, sometimes these are sight words, but today they were not. We have been working on the blends, the phonics blends of SK, SN, SC, and we had multiple slides practicing blending these right before the spelling slide. So we get to the spelling slide, and now she's supposed to spell them to show that she knows how those blends are spelled in those words. I know she knows this. This is easy for the child. I know it says we're at 23 minutes, but we've really only got like 3 slides left of content before we get to the enrichment slide and the goodbye slide. And I know that I need to use a couple minutes here, and I want them to be meaningful and to help out with the classroom objective, with the lesson objective. So I do want her to practice spelling these blends, but I don't want it to be too easy for her. So I turned it into a guessing game. I did not say any of the words out loud. I just said, spell the word that is stinky. Now, she started to write stinky. I said, no, no, do not write stinky. What word do we know that is an animal that is stinky? Now her eyes light up. She knows we've been practicing the word skunk for a few minutes, and I did the stinky TPR with the skunk just a couple slides back, so it's ringing a bell, and she's making that connection. She gets an impish little smile on her face, and she spells out skunk. She's trying to remember the blend. She gets it right. Good job. Yes, very good. So then the next one I did was snow. I said, it falls from the sky. She wrote rain. I said, try again. And I refreshed the slide so it's blank. I gave her clue number 2. It falls from the sky and it is cold. Her eyes lit up. She remembered snow, and she wrote SNOW, snow. So it was great. I just gave her a little guessing game. It was perfect. She still practiced the blends. I'm not giving her words she shouldn't be spelling. So she still practiced the phonics blends. It was an extension because I was giving her other English words, and she had to make that connection of those English words to the word I wanted her to spell. I still made her say the word out loud, so she's practicing the blend. And what is very important for the spelling slide, after she spelled it, then she said the letters out loud, so she gets practice in saying the correct names of the letters. I've got another spelling video about that. You'd be surprised once you get kids starting to say the names of the letters, how many of them say the names of the letters wrong, or British or Spanish. I don't know what they're doing, but they're not saying the names of the letters right, because we don't make them do that very often. So I always do that on the spelling slide. So this was a big hit for the child. She thought it was fun to guess. I kept it very lighthearted. It was fun to say, try again, and so that was really fun for her. And she always was successful because as soon as she caught on that we were spelling the words we'd just practiced throughout the lesson, it was easier for her. And then at the end, I covered my eyes, and I covered my eyes and I flipped back a couple slides, and I told her to pick a word and make me guess. So then I flipped back forward so I couldn't see it. And then she gave a few English words in a little sentence to get me to guess scarf. So I spelled scarf. So it was a great back and forth thing. Took a couple minutes, but I had a couple minutes. It was an advanced student. So this is one way that you can do it. Now, you don't have to wait for the spelling slide to do this. If you've got a kid that's flying through and you need to use up some time because they're flying too fast, lots of times we'll say, have them spell the words. If you've got an advanced student and they're really flying, have them guess the word you want them to spell. It's kind of like having them guess a reward, but have them spell it. So there's so many ways you can do this guessing game with spelling instead of just guess the word. So try these out and let me know how they work for you. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Consider subscribing to my channel. I have lots of videos about phonics, rules, and tips for getting kids to pronounce words and sounds correctly. Classroom management. I have a lot of videos about classroom management, about how to keep your kids engaged and happy. Videos about feedback mixed all in there, how to give feedback to parents about the different issues that you're having in class, all kinds of stuff. So hop on over there, give us a subscribe, and let me know how all this works out for you. Have a great day.